Partnered by Times Influence.
Hello and welcome to India's finest educators. This week we come to you from IIM Nagpur. Let's find out how this brand new IIM will outshine the rest.
Indian Institute of Management Nagpur started its journey in the year 2015 under the mentorship of Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad. The institute's first batch of postgraduate program in management commenced in July 2015. IIM Nagpur, being a new generation IIM, aims to create value-driven leaders, global managers and entrepreneurs. The students at IIM Nagpur are encouraged to explore their entrepreneurial ambitions, and for that, the institute's faculty, who have an excellent track record of research and teaching, provide the required support and guidance to the students.
This institute was started 3 years back, so many things are developed here and many things are yet to come. And entrepreneurship is something which has attracted me always. So I wanted to be part of that institute in which not only entrepreneurship is taught, but you actually get a chance to act like as an entrepreneur.
One of my colleague from my work was studying here as a senior. So from her experience, she had told me that the faculty that they come here are from Ahmedabad, and the kind of discussion that they happen in class, that is one factor that has driven me to Nagpur.
When I analyzed all of them, I found this to be the best amongst all the options that I had. And to add to it, I went through their page, I went through their Facebook page, I contacted a few people, and the reviews, the kind of reviews that I got, the placement report of the last year, the faculties, and everything combined helped me make my decision to come here.
Functioning under the mentorship of IIM Ahmedabad, this institute is currently located within the campus of VNIT Nagpur. Let's hear it from the students about their life on campus.
Currently, the permanent campus of IIM Nagpur is under construction at Mihan area in Nagpur. It is said to be spread across 135 acres of land approximately. But the campus at VNIT is rich with the state-of-the-art classrooms to facilitate various pedagogies, IT infrastructure for connectivity and access to academic resources, among others.
The campus in itself is pretty green, and the people around, I am put into, the people who I am studying with, they are very diverse. So people are from different states, they are from different cultures, and they are from different backgrounds. They worked in different companies. So it has been a pretty enjoyable and knowledgeable journey so far, so it's good.
Like you have seen, it's in the middle of this Nagpur city, so this campus is very near to many places. It's very easy to go and walk around and explore many things. So you always get some positive vibes here within the campus and also outside the campus.
Campus, like you have seen, we are amidst inside the campus of VNIT, right? So it's full of greenery and lush green things and all the kind of fresh and the natural vibes we get here.
To find out more about the journey of IIM Nagpur, we have with us Professor L.S. Murthy, the director of the institute. Professor Murthy, thank you for taking out time and joining us. To begin with, talk to us about the history of the institute.
You see, back in 2014, government has decided to set up 6 new IIMs in 6 different states, and among them the Maharashtra state, Nagpur got this, so that's where IIM Nagpur started. But I think the way you look at IIMs across generations, there has been a very interesting pattern the way government has begun.
Okay.
The previous generation of IIMs also had a kind of mentor model, but this generation of IIMs have come up with some kind of mentoring where an established nearby IIM would start the campus, and then the new management or new governance would take over.
So Professor Murthy, as you were talking about the mentors that are involved with IIM Nagpur, Talk to us about the mentorship of IIM Ahmedabad. What role does it has in harnessing IIM Nagpur?
As I said, IIM Ahmedabad has been identified as a mentor when IIM Nagpur was thought of. So, IIM Ahmedabad initially is the sole responsible entity for coming here, looking at a site selection, and then coming up with some kind of academic systems, coming with administrative systems, conducting the admission process. So, in a way, and that is what I said, a very, very interesting model of mentorship. IIM Ahmedabad is an institution by itself of such a long legacy and its own one among the best management schools in India kind of reputation.
Well, on this note, Professor Murthy, we would like to bring in some reactions from your students. Take a look at what they have to say.
The faculty, as you know, we are mentored by IIM Ahmedabad, and we get much support from IIM Bangalore as well. So we have visiting faculties from IIM Ahmedabad and Bangalore. Also, we have our own in-house faculties. So, we have, I would say, we have a very good set of faculties, or army of faculties, if I could say so. Yeah.
IIM Nagpur, as I would say, first of all, the prime advantage that was the mentor IIM Ahmedabad. So, Ahmedabad, there could be nothing better in our country than Ahmedabad, right?
Professor Murthy, let's move on to the PGP program and the curriculum. Talk to us in detail about the same.
See, the postgraduate program is probably, if you look at it, they almost all of them look alike. I mean, you go anywhere and there will have to be marketing, there will have to be finance management and all. But still you see the institutions to be different. So, if you look at the curriculum, probably curriculum as something on a piece of paper, probably I may not say much about it. But the way, the process by which it is designed, the process by which it is delivered, that is where we are significantly different. Now, to be specific, we have a PGP curriculum with first year called as core courses compulsory for everybody to give a strong foundation in management across all functional areas, because we believe that our graduates, as they progress in their career later on, would actually be going to such levels where they are dealing with organizational issues rather than functional issues. To that extent, they should have a strong foundation in all functional areas. And second, we strongly believe that management, once again, is that interdisciplinary, and hence we would like to keep all core courses compulsory first year. Now, second year they get electives. Electives can be across different functional areas, and the students have their choice of choosing any mix of the courses that they would like to take.
Moving on, Professor Murthy, talk to us about the new parameters that have been introduced when it comes to recruiting faculty members.
Once again, like PGP curriculum, if you look at what criteria, they would be same. They have to have proven track record of research and teaching ability, and their ability to apply to the real world problems. The kind of faculty who are not just coming here to do this as a job. They come here with a kind of passion.
Professor Murthy, what are the different global opportunities offered to the faculty?
There are 2 or 3 dimensions on which they get it. One is there is a strong encouragement and facilitation for them to partner with their counterpart in research endeavors. They can go for conferences. We facilitate their efforts for publishing papers. We are also trying to develop some partnership with some universities to have a faculty research-based exchange programs for them to go. So these are the kind of things that we are still looking at to develop.
On this note, Professor Murthy, we would like to bring in some reactions from your faculty members. Take a look at what they have to say.
I worked in the industry for many years, mostly in banking and consulting before turning to academics. So I tried my hand at academics while I was working in the industry. I found myself to be a good teacher, students appreciated me, decided to do that full time. So went ahead, did a full program, a doctoral program full time, then became a full-time academician. So I love teaching, I love being in a classroom with bright students, I love doing research. So this is the right sort of job for me to be in.
My motivation towards this job, every single class that goes well. If I come out happy, knowing that what I planned to deliver, I have delivered, that's the day made for me.
So usual lecture method will not apply here because of many reasons. We want students to be involved, we want students to be participative, we want students to actually generate knowledge, not only be participants in the class. So therefore we use different kind of techniques and methodologies. We use case method, as well as we use participative role plays, active case method. So there are various pedagogical tools that we use.
Professor Murthy, let's talk about the 100% placement record that IIM Nagpur has achieved. Talk to us about that. How does it feel and how did you achieve it? Or the institute has achieved it?
It's not that I'm being modest. I think as a matter of fact, that happens. It fundamentally depends on the rigor, quality of the academic systems here. When you are talking about placement, we are actually talking about industry recruiters coming here, and they wouldn't recruit anyone and anybody just like that. They are having their own requirements and rigorously followed, which is quite justified. And in fact, I would very much like the way they do that. Now, 100% placement, how it happens? Naturally, the answer is the systems are here like that it happens.
For our last year placement for the batch, so we had more than 40 recruiters participating for the student. So our batch was roughly around 54 students who were there for the campus recruitment. So out of which, so we had a team of almost 6 students who were the placement committee members, along with 2 of our CDS members who were normally helping them with the administrative and the client interaction.
Last but not the least, Professor Murthy, talk to us about the special Women Startup program that IIM Nagpur has to offer.
So in case of entrepreneurship, IIM Bangalore has come up with this program of WSP, Women Startup Program, and they have developed it with joint support of Goldman Sachs and Department of Science and Technology of Government of India. One of their models is that to facilitate women entrepreneurs, you need to actually geographically spread out. So, for want of a better term, I would say these are satellite centers. I'm very, very excited that there are 10 women incubatees in this program being mentored here. They are also sort of depending on their local condition requirements spread out across Pune, Mumbai and Nagpur.
It's time for a short break, but on the other side, we will bring you more action from IIM Nagpur. Stay tuned. Welcome back to India's finest educators. The quality of any institute depends upon the quality of its faculty members. Let's hear it from the students about the faculty at IIM Nagpur.
Faculty members, I would say, are highly experienced. They have been professors as well as students of top B schools of India as well as world.
The faculties are teaching us both from IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Bangalore. Now the kind of discussion that they bring into the classroom is very diverse, like the project work that they give or the assignments that they give. They want us to apply a practical mind from our work experience. So the kind they design the course curriculum is very unique.
The faculty members here are very approachable. In fact, they have their timings, they stay here, so we can knock in any time, we can send in an email and we can just fix an appointment and go.
The postgraduate program at IIM Nagpur is a 2-year full-time residential program which requires all the students to reside in campus. The institute has state-of-the-art hostel facilities which includes adequately furnished rooms with access to the recreation room, fitness center, games and sports. The hostel mess provides quality food where the menu is decided by the students in collaboration with the mess staff. The hostel is a key component in building the community feeling among students where celebrations of birthdays and festivals are encouraged.
My favorite area in the campus would be the rec room, that's a recreational room. So it's very comfortable and cozy. You can walk in anytime. There's a foosball table, there are bean bags, there's a TT table, there's a small gym there. So out of all the hectic schedules that we have out here, that's something that's sort of a relief.
We have fully automatic washing machines, we have TVs, we have one single occupancy room in an institute like IIM Nagpur.
Hostel facilities are very good. Like we have a single sharing room. So I'll rate it 10 on 10. Like every facility is there, water coolers are there, geysers are there, everything is there.
Obviously, I'm first time out of my house, so you miss the ghar ka khana. But here, I like the breakfast out here. Every day they give us something different, from idli to vada to poha to puri aloo. So everything is there. So I like the variety of food that is provided during breakfast.
Joining us further in the conversation is Professor Diparkha Mukherjee, Chairperson PGPM at IIM Nagpur. Professor Mukherjee, thank you for taking our time and joining us. To begin with, talk to us about the support that the management provides to its faculty members.
This is a public business school, and in that context we are a government-funded business school. In that genre, the kind of business school we are trying to build gives sufficient autonomy to faculty who are very selectively chosen, either in-house when they are recruited for full-time jobs in IIM Nagpur, or we request visiting faculty from other reputed business schools of the country to come and teach. So in all this, there is sufficient flexibility in terms of designing and then finally going forward with the curriculum. Of course, there are checks and balances, but it is all with a good motive of promoting good management education for our students.
So, Professor, how do you ensure that life-changing education is provided to the students at IIM Nagpur?
That's a good question, but whether it's going to be life-changing or not is a call that individuals take. Of course, we understand that when they opt to come for a program like this, they are looking for significant change in their career profiles, and we remain committed to that. Our program is benchmarked across the leading business schools of the world, and in so doing, we take cognizance of the present scenario that is prevalent in the country as well as the world, and we try to give them the skills to identify problems and think about problems in a holistic fashion.
On this note, Professor Mukherjee, we would like to bring in some reactions from your students. Take a look at what they have to say.
As part of soft skills, we have a couple of courses in our full-time course only, the curriculum only. Apart from that, our placement team, which is basically the career development services, we regularly hold some kind of workshops for the overall personality development of all the students, like we recently had for both of our batches.
Is a part of MBA as such that a lot of student-driven activities will be there. We have many clubs and management. Yes, they are fully they help us, in fact, to participate more in other inter-college festivals and all.
There is class participation thing is there. So like the pre-reads are assigned to us. You have to go to your place, study something which is going to be taught next day. One teaching assistant is there who is going to be giving you marks on basis of your class participation. So this technique is pretty good.
Professor, what is your take on teaching pedagogy and why is it important to let go of old school teaching techniques?
Whether we should let go of old techniques or not is open to debate. We at IIM Nagpur take cognizance of the fact that there is no one-size-fits-all solution. There are things that need to be taught in the old school way, but of course in an evolving world order, there are things which need to be rethought out. And to get across the message, different methods need to be utilized.
Tell us more about the field immersion program.
Right, so that's one of the unique features of the IIM Nagpur experience. So our students come in for the 2-year MBA program, and the first year is to go through the core courses of the curriculum. And after 2 terms of rigorous coursework, they get an opportunity to work with the local entrepreneurs in and around Nagpur, and we select these companies also with care. And this, I would say, is very important because quite a few of them would look towards opening up their own companies later on, and therefore this initial work experience in an SME MME would give them exposure to a kind of business problems or business environment that they may not get elsewhere. We have got good feedback from our field immersion partners in trying to say to us that our students have done a good job for them.
Last but not the least, Professor Mukherjee, talk to us about the International Immersion module offered at IIM Nagpur.
Our International Immersion program was to give our students the opportunity of a foreign country and its business atmosphere per se. Now, we understand that not everyone can go for international exchange, and they have different reasons behind that. While we provide the opportunity to go for the international exchange and we promote it wholeheartedly, the International Immersion program, as I said, is mainly to give them a brief exposure to a foreign country. This year we had 2 teams visiting Japan and then Singapore. To speak specifically of the Japan module, we had a visit to the Nissan factory. We had a very good exposure of the bullet train, and students interacted with the professionals there and got a first-hand knowledge of how things are done there.
On this note, Professor Mukherjee, we would like to bring in some reactions from your students about this International Immersion module that you offer at IIM Nagpur. Take a look at what they have to say.
International Immersion, which is one of the flagship program of IIM Nagpur. So International Immersion, it was started in this year. So this year we had tied up with the 4 countries, Japan, Singapore, Dubai and South Korea. So people who are interested for these countries, they opted out. So we formed a team of 15 members, and these 15 members will be associated with 1 faculty. So this international exchange will make us understand how the other countries' economy is there, how different their culture. So recently we went for the Japan. So we learned like the people themselves are self-disciplined. It's not like someone is continuously pushing and monitoring and they are following the rules and regulations. So so we can know like how much sincere the people are.
The IIM Nagpur curriculum is benchmarked against the best in the world to ensure that excellent management education is imparted while maintaining contemporary relevance. A combination of lectures, classroom discussions, case studies, individual and group projects, term papers, role plays and business games are included to deliver and evaluate the courses.
That's all we have time for on this episode of India's Finest Educators. Many thanks for watching and goodbye.
Partnered by Times Influence.